Hi, welcome to 2014. We made it. Woohoo! Anyways, I want to talk to you today about my picks for 2013 and my reading resolutions for 2014. This is based off of Librarian Fan Mail's or Candace's video. She asked 4 questions. I'm going to do my best to answer all of them. Question number 1. What is my top fiction read for 2013? Last year I read 80 books, so I have a lot to pick from. Let's get started. First up, I have Krampus, the Yule Lord by Brom. This is an urban fantasy about a struggling songwriter named Jesse, who one Christmas Eve looks up and sees Santa's sleigh being attacked by devilish figures. Santa's sack falls from the sky and Jesse takes it, and this results in him meeting the long-forgotten Lord of Yule, Krampus, and learning about the long-standing feud between Santa and Krampus. Krampus wants to reclaim the holiday season from Santa, who wrongfully stole his magic and locked Krampus up a long time ago. What I love so much about this book is it turns the traditional Christmas stories on their heads and makes out Santa to be a liar and a thief. It's a deliciously dark and hilarious story, all tied up neatly with a ribbon of redemption. It stars a cast of beautifully flawed characters and stunning illustrations. Not only is Brom a gifted storyteller, he's also a fantastic artist. I love these pictures in the middle. Krampus is a great read for the non-traditional. Next I have Cormac McCarthy's The Road, set in a post-apocalyptic America, where a father and son struggle to survive while walking along a road pocked with those who would wish them harm. Cormac McCarthy's writing is so heart-wrenching, and the story is just wrought with hope and despair. What I love the most about this book is how I found that the characters were so masterfully crafted and the world to be deep and murky. Another book I loved last year was Dathan Auerbach's Pen Pal, which is about a grown man recounting unsettling childhood memories and piecing them together to create this terrifying picture of a decade-long interaction between him and a stalker. Each chapter is more disturbing than the last one, and I found that the writing just made my heart sick. It's really impressive how the writer just creates an atmosphere and builds up tension. Other honorable mentions I have for top picks for 2013 would be the graphic novel Sailor Twain by Mark Siegel, Matthew Dick's Memoirs of an Imaginary Friend, and House of Leaves by Mark C. Danielewski. Question number 2, what is my top nonfiction pick for 2013? For nonfiction, I picked The Completed Journals of Ellen Montgomery, which was edited by Mary Rubio and Elizabeth Waterston. I don't have my physical copy anymore. I bought it in Canada, and when I moved to America, I had to give it away. Her journals span from the time when she's a young girl and getting her first journal to when she becomes a teacher later on Prince Edward Island. In my head, I'd always pictured Lucy to be very similar to Anne of Green Gables, which is quite unfair considering one is a fictionalized woman and the other one's a real one. While reading her journals, I could definitely see where the inspiration for Anne of Green Gables came from, and it was pretty much drawn from her own life. Another great thing about reading her journals is you see this picture of rural Canada in the Victorian and Edwardian times and get a glimpse of what life was like for a woman during that period. This would be a great read if you're interested in journals, Canadian writers, or if you just loved Anne of Green Gables and want to know the creative voice behind that. And question number 3 is, what is my most anticipated read for 2014? I have 214 books so far on my to-be-read pile, so all of them are my anticipated reads for 2014. If I had to pick one book that's coming out this year, it would be Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo, which is the final book in the Grisha trilogy. I really like the world that the Grisha trilogy is set in. For the characters, my favorite would be the Darkling, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of him in the next book. I guess what I like about him is he's very complicated. He's not really just a bad guy. I would say the Darkling is the most dimensional character in the whole cast of the Grisha trilogy. I'm not necessarily rooting for him, but I'm excited to see how his character will further evolve. Question number 4, do I have any reading resolutions for 2014? And yes, I have primarily 2. One is more BookTube related. My main goal for this year is to finish Moby Dick. I've been reading this book for over a year now, and I'm looking forward to finally getting through the last chapters. I am over halfway through the book now. My second goal for 2014 is to make my videos come with closed captioning so it's accessible to those who are deaf and hard of hearing, as well as for people like me who sometimes have a hard time processing sounds. It's not hard to make closed captioning. It's relatively easy. By creating closed captioning, everyone will be able to see what a dork I am. That's great. So that is my video. I'm going to wrap it up. I want to send out a thank you to Candace from Librarian Fan Mail for creating the questionnaire, as well as to my new subscribers. I really love you guys. Just seriously, like, thank you so much. It's really made my new year just fantastic. Anyways, I hope you have a happy new year. Take care, guys. Love ya. Bye. My face is so shiny.